Malai Kabab. My name is Chef Harpal, and of late many people have requested me to show Chef some kebabs. If you can show on YouTube or show as recipes would be great. So this is one of those recent requests that I've got from people to showcase Malai Kabab. Now this is one favorite of most people. Everybody loves to have Malai Kabab. And that's what I'm also going to showcase you. Beautiful way, simple, absolutely. The way you can do it at home, that's the way I'm going to showcase you. This recipe is pretty simple. Chicken, boneless leg pieces. Take 4 of them and cut them this size. That's what you need to do. And 4 legs would be good enough for a family of 4. So in goes the chicken. The chicken in here. Now to this, I'm going to add some salt to taste. First marination, that's what we call in kebab terminology. 1 teaspoon of garlic paste, 1 teaspoon of ginger paste. Now if you don't have the paste separate, don't worry. Okay, just add 1 tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste. That's what you need to do. Quickly add a pinch of nutmeg powder. This is something which is very, very essential for this kebab. White pepper preferred or black pepper powder, either of them, okay? In goes the pepper powder. In India, some chefs definitely use green chili paste also in this. I'm not using lemon juice here, juice of 1 lime. In goes, and now mix this whole thing up. This is what personally, as a professional chef, I do. All kebabs have marinade number 1 and then marinade number 2. Okay, that's what we do. Marinade number 1 is what I've shown you. Now, if I were to do some kebabs which were probably reddish in color, not by adding colors, I would have added Kashmiri red chili powder, the first marinade. But generally kebabs that are more cream based, cashew nut based, or for example you keep them little rich, yellow in color, reshmi kebab for example, you know, what you do is you do this marinade. You don't use red chili powder. Now this is the first marinade. This is ready. Keep it for 20 minutes. Next step, okay. In goes 1 cup of processed cheese in here. Now in India we have various varieties of processed cheese, and all of these cheese are hard cheeses. They're nice, they have a unique smell, flavor actually I would say, and all of us love this cheese. And what you need to do is, you know, mash it up so that the cheese becomes nice and smooth. So this is it. Now to this I'm going to add half a tablespoon of cornstarch, or corn flour as we call in India. Now this is used to bind the whole thing because this kebab is nice and rich and you add a lot of cream to it. So this one helps in binding the cream and the cheese together. Nice and smooth. That's what you have here. Pinch of green cardamom powder, flavorsome. You added nutmeg to the chicken. Green cardamom powder here gets the right flavor. You use specific flavors when you make kebab, especially the Malai Kabab. Now that's what I've added. Quickly what I'll do is I've kept the chicken for 20 minutes. Now the chicken that we had kept is up and ready. After 20 minutes you add the chicken to this with the complete marinade, all the stuff, okay? Mix the whole thing up. Becomes a little messy, but don't mind about that because the end result is simply fabulous. And what happens is, I tell you, if the chicken is cold, lying in the fridge, then the cheese suddenly coagulates. So that's very important for you to remember, that the chicken and the cheese has to be at normal temperatures. Okay, that's very important. you can marinate the chicken and then put it back in the refrigerator again. Not at this point of time. Now, finally, you'll add loads of fresh cream. 1 cup of cooking cream or dairy cream if you have, and very gently you have to mix the chicken and the cream, because otherwise the cream will separate, and that's when you take the entire marinade in one side and very gently massage the pieces so that the cream mixes and the entire marinade becomes homogeneous. Now you see, after you've added the cream, mixture has become nice and homogeneous. So what I'll do is I'll remove this in a bowl, and you can keep this for half an hour and then use it for grilling. So here is what I'm going to do. Put it in a bowl. Half an hour is what is required for this chicken to stay in the marinade, to give you that creamy flavor, nice texture. All this marinade out. Now this chicken, there you see, nice and creamy, expensive marinade. So you don't waste any of this. Now after about 30 minutes, what I've done is I've preheated the oven here right now, and preheated the oven for around 15 minutes at 180 degree, and I've got a tray right here, nice and hot. Okay, so some satay sticks, the bamboo skewers, soaked in water so that they don't get burnt. And what we do is quickly take these chicken pieces, skewer them up, spread them up. Okay, that's important. And what you need to do is take a bit of the marinade, coat on top of the chicken. Put them in here. In a hotel, probably this would be skewered in an iron skewer and cooked in the tandoor. And the tandoor temperatures are very high. So cooking definitely varies from a hotel to what you do in an oven. Definitely not the same. One, because of the charcoal flavor that you get from the tandoor. And in an oven, the temperatures are not up to those high levels that you see in a tandoor. More than 400 degrees. Yeah, gets cooked faster. Dry air, charcoal flavors. As the drippings fall on hot charcoal, the flavors definitely add on to the chicken Malai Kabab. There you go. And is there anything else left? Oh, there are 2 pieces left. So what I'll do is take these 2 pieces up, skewer them also. Don't throw the marinade away. If you want to reuse it, you can definitely reuse it. If you want to cook it maybe in another day's time, Malai Kabab, you can use that marinade. Now this is ready to go inside the oven. The oven is preheated. I'll cook it for roughly around 16 to 18 minutes and turn in between. Okay, that's very important, to turn in between so that it gets uniformly cooked. In goes the chicken. 18 minutes is what I've done, and roughly around 8 to 10 minutes, I'll turn it around and cook. You can always keep a watch on that. Chicken gets cooked nicely, yummy, beautiful. I'll tell you, anytime we go to dine out, my daughters would always ask for a Malai Kabab. That's what they love, and that's why I'm showing you, so that in your homes, you can cook it easily now. All those amateur chefs can also learn it fast, quickly. That's what is getting cooked. We'll wait for 18 minutes to see the results. Now the chicken is getting cooked in the oven to 18 minutes, the timer. Okay, and I had preheated close to 20 minutes at 180 degrees centigrade. The chicken to me looks good. So let me check here. Nice and great chicken here. Fantastic. Fantastically cooked here. See this. Wow. Now that's what happens when you cook in an oven. Generally the cheese melts and spreads out. So that's the reason I add little cornstarch to this to serve. What you need to do is, I've got a great platter here. Wow, look at this. Beautiful, piping hot. Wow, piping hot, absolutely beautiful. And What I'll do is, I'll not leave this marinade here. Blend this up. Ooh, put on top of here. Here. Beautiful, cheesy, yeah? Wonderful. And if it was a hotel or a restaurant, what we do, and we garnish this with some silver leaves on top. Wow, superb little piece. Interesting, exciting. I tell you, if you do it for your kids or when you have a party at home, everybody's going to love it. I've stolen 2 pieces. I'll try one of them. Amazing.